guys, it's Christina. It's day 28 of vlogging. I have 2 days left, and I thought I would do another mini tarot card reading for myself because I did one at the beginning of this. And yeah, I think I'm just going to do the same points. I'll do a mind, body, beingness and kind of see where that's at. I only have 7 minutes on this video, so it's going to be quick for this one. So I'm just going to shuffle a little bit. Mind, body, being. Mind, body, being. Mind, body, being. Okay, so first point, beyond the illusion. This card I relate to as that point of when you just because you have thoughts in your head or you feel a certain way or you have a certain impulse to do something, or I think really mostly it's that point of how you talk to yourself inside your head, how you look at things, how you think about things. One point that's come up a lot this year for me is realizing that I don't have to trust my thoughts. It's like learning how to stand back and observe my thinking, because so many times when I follow my thinking, it takes me into a very paranoid state. Actually, the point that's coming up is, and I think I've brought it up in vlogs before, but the point that's coming up is when I've had these experiences of thinking people don't like me, or all of a sudden thinking a relationship is completely changed. All of a sudden I was really good friends with someone, and then the next second it was I think they don't like me. And it's this type of thinking that I used to trap myself within, and it would create a lot of energy and emotion and just devastation, really. And then I started realizing, okay, wait a minute, these thoughts are actually flags for me saying, hey, this is not actually a real situation. This is something that you're creating and conjuring up in your mind to create this emotional experience that is absolutely unnecessary. So that's one point that comes up with this, is realizing stepping beyond the illusion of my own thoughts, that actually if I stop thinking, I've had these experiences where I get so caught up in my head and so emotional about what I'm thinking about that I realize if I just stop thinking about these things, there is actually no problems. I've been in situations in my life where it's I think up these things, these worst case scenario type deals, or what if this happens, or what if this happens, or what if this doesn't happen. It's this worry. And then I would get into this point of thinking, or realizing, if I just stop thinking, there is actually no problem here. I don't actually have these things to worry about. These things aren't actually happening right now. These are all what if projections. So this is a cool point of stepping beyond the illusion, which is stepping beyond that you're thinking, basically. Stop the thoughts if you see that they're not practical, if they're not actually here, meaning they're not actually in your reality, they're not actually playing out. It's yeah, you can use the mind as in a constructive way that's practical in planning and preparing for, but if it's putting you in an emotional state, a reactive state, that's the point that you want to step back from and observe, and detach yourself from, so that you can understand, well, what are you actually doing? Why does this actually exist? So this is a cool point, and actually I might just leave it here, because yeah, it's just realizing that we're actually more than our thoughts. If we were to study and watch our thoughts, we would realize how paranoid they are, or how petty they are, or how competitive, or how destructive they are. So yeah, and I have one of those minds, so many do, that if I allow myself to participate in it, I can get myself into trouble. So this year has been a cool year of really being able to finally stand in a position of stepping back and observing my thoughts and letting them be not just like sweeping me away, but rather like standing in the center and letting them move around me and seeing, okay, this thought is actually going to take me into this emotional state. This is not actually like a real thing that's happening. It's just a thought that I'm having. And so I've been practicing, using my thoughts now as like flags for me to be like, hey, this is not really valid. You should really work on this, self-forgive this, let it go, So this is a cool point. I think I might just leave it there because my thing's gonna end up, or my video is gonna end. So that's 2020, I guess. New vision, beyond the illusion. Let's get real, people. Okay, so I'm gonna leave it here. Thanks for watching, guys. See you tomorrow. Bye.